Hello, Mankato East football players and parents. Coach Davis here talking speed and strength, February 2026. We're still looking to pick our theme for this year. We should have that done within the next week or two. But for right now, it's just Go Cougars. Just a reminder of kind of why our program exists, as you see down here. We've had a great speed and strength session so far this winter. Lots of guys in winter sports. Lots of people who are not in winter sports doing our regular Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, which is still going, we just want you to be the best overall player you can be in keeping with our Cougar code. We want you to have big dreams. We don't. Why do anything if you're going to do it halfway? Don't limit yourself. However, we want your habits. Your habits have to be in line with what you want. You can't dream big and then work small. We want you to work hard and achieve everything that you possibly can. Don't put limits on yourself or on our team. Strive to be the best. But part of that is setting a structure to be your best and working to make it happen, not just hoping that it happens. We definitely want you in other sports. I know we're getting into registration time for spring. We love to have our athletes competing in other sports. We get to watch you grow as your season progresses, and we get to talk to your coaches about how everything's going. If you come to a point where you have a season where you're not in a winter sport, we definitely want you working out, and we love to have you working out at East. So again, we're called speed and strength in that order for a reason. We want you to get faster. And you can see here, obviously, we want both. Good football teams are both strong and fast, but we like those top pictures. Guys running, whether it's skill players, linemen. We want you running, getting faster. We're not big on what you see on the bottom here as far as just loading up a bench press to do one time. There's a time and place for that, but it's not very often. And we have a plan that we follow. It's posted in the weight room. That plan has been proven successful over the years, and it has a year-long plan. It has a cycle. So everything's planned for you in terms of when we go higher reps, when we go heavier weight. It's all thought out. It's researched. It's done. Be very careful about kind of doing your own thing and looking at stuff on the internet. Some of that stuff's good, a lot of it's not, and it's really hard to tell the difference. It's hard for me sometimes to tell the difference, but we know that what we do is research based, and like I said, it's had a really good track record. We're trying to train this position. And it doesn't have to be called a football position. This could just be called an athletic position. This is from the University of Alabama playbook from a few years ago, and whether it's our squat, our clean, our vertical jump, lots of things in the weight room. We get ourselves into this position. Deadlift, and Coach Stewart is mindful of this position as he works with you. I'm always looking for it when I come upstairs as well. We have a little competition. So whether you know it or not, talking to our 9th, 10th, and 11th graders, you've been drafted. You've been put on a team by our leadership team. We have 4 of them. And we have a little competition that has actually already started. It's called Valentine Madness. We do it every year. We track, the number of lifts that you do between Valentine's Day and March Madness, which I believe this year begins on, we do the Thursday version of March Madness, the games that start on March 19th. So it's roughly a month. And I say this a lot when I talk to players. We know guys are excited after the season. They get in the weight room, get ready for next year, and we don't mind that at all. But the real football teams, the ones that are consistently good in the state of Minnesota, they are making their strength gains right now, this time of year, the early winter months, January, February, into March, before spring sports start. That's when the gains are made, and that's when the winning teams are built. And we've been real good evidence of that, especially the last couple of years. So what you do is you come to my room after you do a workout, whether it's with your team, and we're basically, whether it's with your team, and we're talking either a speed and strength workout or probably a lift with your team or on your own, you come and you record it in my room. Pencil, paper, there's sheets in the back of the room. I'll show you what they look like here in a second. And you can go all the way back to this Saturday, Valentine's Day, to find any of those. But you put the date, and I may ask you to add a little letter to kind of tell me where you did your workout. We got you in 4 teams. We're tracking our 1,000-yard club. I'm not going to get into the details of that because I'd like to keep this video reasonably short. I'm already over 5 minutes. But, you know, based on your GPA, your other sports, your winter workouts, spring workouts, we record the summer, camps you go to, all of that stuff goes into a formula. And when we are really good, we have roughly 30-some players in that 1,000-yard club, and that's what we're trying to get to this year as well. You know, our training cycle, again, we'll talk about this on later videos or later seminars, but it's the fueling, right? We got to rest, we got to fuel, we got to work out, and then we make our gains when we're resting. Nutrition, obviously, critically important. We've done seminars on this, plan to do some more again. Here's our phases. Again, this is programmed out for you for the whole year, starting from November all the way through the start of the season. If you haven't been doing it, time to jump in now. Again, it's usually typically on the weight room or on the whiteboard in the weight room. And last but not least, we're in Class 5A. That's a tough class in the state of Minnesota. We are in the toughest section in 5A. The best teams in our section, in our state, they train together. There's a time and place to train on your own. Absolutely. But as a habit, as a rule, when we can train together, whether it's speed and strength or with your team, your winter sports team or your spring sport team, that's when we see the best gains, and that's when we have our best seasons. So again, record your lifts with me. I've got a sheet for you. I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. This is our website with our schedule. We're going to return to Augustana this summer. That registration info will come out in a few weeks. And our summer practices will be on there as well. It's starting to fill in, but if you scan this, you'll see we've got summer speed and strength stuff in there already. Last but not least, here are your, and again, I'm not going to go through real quick, but this is what the sign-up sheet looks like. There'll be a printed version of this. You can see here we've got our leadership team pick these teams. You know, we named them by their seniors, so this is the Blake Campoff team. You can also put in the winter sport that you're either in or signing up for. For example, we see some people here, whether it's in basketball, wrestling, and we'll talk about some of those other columns here as we go. But you're starting here. This would be your first. If you trained this past Saturday, for example, and you want it to count towards Valentine Madness, you're going to go just put a little check in this box right here, number 1. And we'd love to get to 15 workouts by the time that March Madness starts. But wherever you can get to, that's what we'll take. So thanks for listening. Please follow through with this, and like I said, we'd love to see you. I'd love to, and plus it gives me a chance to connect with you if I haven't much this winter. Obviously had a little health situation where I was out of school for a bit, but you coming to my room to record your lifts shows me your dedication, and also gives me a chance to check in with you, see how everything's going if I don't have you in class. So this concludes our video for 2026 Valentine Madness. Winter speed and strength training.